So what are some of the nutritional management challenges in infants and young children? And by here I generally mean children under the age of 6, and how can we manage it? So at this age, there are some typical age-appropriate associated food behaviours, such as transient food preferences. One day they like something, the next day they don't. Their appetites can be quite variable. They may pick at something one day and the next day polish off 3 plates of it. There may be flat-out food refusal to the brink of tears, as per this young man down here. The fear of anything new, neophobia, general pickiness, as well as behavioural resistance, lots of no's, I don't want it, which obviously becomes rather complicated and tricky to manage in type 1 diabetes. However, the suggestions are still to give insulin prior to the meals. So usually, depending on the type of insulin, you have at least 10 or 15 minutes before it starts to work, so the child would have had something to eat within that time ideally, and that wouldn't lead to any hypos, which would be the main concern for families and carers. And giving insulin prior to the meal in this age group has been shown to be associated with better HbA1c. It is important to have routines. So important to have a regular set meals and snacks, a regular breakfast, lunch and dinner, and if they want to have a smaller mid-meal, morning tea and afternoon tea, depending on their insulin, may be important. Limiting the meals to 20 minutes. Usually they don't eat anything else after that. And it's always important to have family meals, role model and encourage the parents to show the children what is healthy eating, showing them that the food is safe, that it's nothing scary or dangerous, and encouraging conversation around the meal. Sometimes it's the only time when the family can get together and have a chat to each other. How was your day today? What made you happy? What did you learn in school? So that's always important. Sometimes you need to provide a healthy carbohydrate option if the meal intake appears quite low. So parents might think, didn't really eat enough rice and dal tonight. Maybe have some extra milk, yogurt or fruit with it, particularly if the insulin's already been given. Always provide a healthy carbohydrate option. Don't immediately go and cook them something different and say, oh no, they didn't eat the rice and dal, let's go and get them a croissant and a glass of juice. The children are generally very clever and they will learn, I don't need to eat my dinner. Mummy and daddy will always make me go something different that I do like, or some ice cream, for example. It is always important, and our goal is always to encourage a healthier and varied diet, high in fruits and vegetables and grains. There's lots of evidence to say children, and even children with type 1, don't eat enough vegetables. So repeated exposure to a new food really helps. So this image here, we've got a piece of broccoli. The first time you present it to them, they go, oh, yuck, what is this? I don't want it. It looks horrible. I don't like it. But if you keep encouraging it and keep providing it and exposing them to it, oh, yeah, broccoli, I've seen this before. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll try it now. And this is where it's important that as a family, you have the same family meals. You're not wasting food because it's the same thing you've always cooked for everyone. And you're just putting it on their plate. And one day they might go, oh, okay. And it could be simple as them tolerating it being on their plate to start off with. That is a milestone. They do not need to pick it up yet. Because again, it's something quite new to them. So it may take a little bit of exposure.